a quick something that came to me this morning, reflecting on the stories of the trees that I was going to share, pertaining to curses that one tribe, one nationality, one race of people, whichever word you choose to use. Somebody says species. Which species of people? I get it. Yeah. Okay. So, angelic cursing, human species, that kind of thing. Okay. So, story. The Native Americans are being traumatized by the Europeans that come over in ways they hadn't been traumatized by Europeans before, because, the Vikings had come over. They're like, oh, we don't know where their ancestors are. I read a book, and, Scottish people, ancient, even before Columbus had come over here and shared the scriptures with some Native Americans. It just got convoluted and mixed in with the Native American culture, or the indigenous or the First Nations cultures at that time. So they're being traumatized. And so perhaps, let us say, for example, one tribe decides to curse, may all white men's children be possessed and harassed and by demons, evil spirits. They've got all kinds of names, and I don't want to say it because it always summons them when you say it. When people pray, this is another point. I'm diverting because this is very important. When you pray, now archons is just a name for the rulers, the principalities. At the same time, it is now commonly applied to those who are against humanity. And so when you sit there and you pray, let none of these come here. Somebody's like, the spirits of anxiety don't come near. And like, oh, you mentioned them. They're here. What? What don't you want us to be a part of? Somebody says your name in a crowd and you're like, what? And then you find out they're talking bad about you, and then you're like, what? And then you're uber involved, Okay, so they, from into perpetuity, from their ancestors and their ancestors' ancestors and their offspring, and their, all of them, be harassed and harangued and possessed by these things. And then a couple generations down the line, one of theirs marries into a European family, and they wonder why their children are so unmanageable and so possessed and harangued by these spirits. And so it goes, if you're a Christian and you're like, oh, may all Muslim children be cursed with the demons, may the demons all go into them, blah, blah, blah. Or conversely, the Muslims cursing, oh, may all their children die and suffer and blah, 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 blah. And then a couple of generations down the road, your family marries into one of their families, and then all the offspring are just... That's how that happens. Just FYI for your information. For informational purposes only. And if you find it entertaining, then it is for entertainment purposes only. Alright, I'm going.